Good morning. This is Pastor Meyers. I'm filming this on Thursday for Tuesday, so it's a few days old. I'm standing in the new auditorium again. I love being in this place. I can't wait till we can meet here. Right now, all we're doing is some touch-up painting repair. The last item we're doing is the rails, and they're being done as I speak outside. Once the rails are done, we will contact and get the final inspection to get the occupancy. I want you to do me a favor, please. Pray for that inspection. That is very important for a couple things. We want to have that done. And then also we want to start praying so we can quickly get to phase 2. We'll have to do some submissions then, and so, but that's contingent on getting this finished. And so pray for that. You know, at the end of this month, it marks 32 years. It's our 32nd anniversary. So I look back at the history of our church. I think of the first 10 years, we had no building, none. And we rented a couple of buildings. The one we were in the majority of that time was 2,400 square feet. 6 of the years of those 10, because of the small building, we actually met outside under a tarp. And that was our church auditorium. We welded some bars together. We put a blue canvas over that, and we met outside. When it rained, we got wet. When it was cold, we froze. It's just what we did. The history of our church is the history of meeting in buildings that have been too small for us. The one we are in is the biggest we've had, but still, we've been too small. Our history of our church is we've always had a group of people of some type meeting outside somewhere. Our auditoriums have always been packed. The last 9 years, our main services, we've had to have part of our service outside under a patio with people watching on a screen. Well, things are changing. We are now ready to move into an auditorium where we will now fit. When all the phases are done, we will have ample classrooms, and we'll finally have our own gym. I'm very excited as we enter this new phase of our church's history. But I want to say this: the spirit of our church will never change. We've never let a building issue keep us from growing and reaching. We've always been aggressive and just been flexible. Now that we have a building and will have a building that will house us, we will still be aggressive in our outreach. That will never change. We'll still be aggressive with our bus ministry. By the way, with all that's going on in our society, our bus ministry is needed like never before. We need to get into our inner city. We will still be aggressive in preaching the Word of God, pure and true. Our new building is not designed for our comfort, although there will be comfort. It will be nice for the first time in probably 10 years to have the entire church together in one room for our services. I'm looking forward to that. But that isn't necessarily why it was designed and built. It was built for growth. It was built to give us room to get out there and reach more people with the gospel. And that's more important than ever in the days in which we live. It was built for reaching the next generation. It was built for fulfilling the Great Commission, reaching our Jerusalem here, and doing all we can so that we can send people out from here to reach our state, our country, and our nation. That's why this building was built. We have had a great past, but we're looking forward to an even better future. As we look at society around us today, we can be fairly certain that we are most definitely in the later days, the last days. I've been praying for God to give us a measure of grace and give us some years to reach more people with the gospel, and I pray that He does so. And that's what this building and that's what this church is all about. So I pray that you can, I ask that you would pray, continue to pray as we finish up, and as this thing starts to clear up in our society, that we would use this new building to do more of what we have done, not to get comfortable and do less. I know the spirit of our church. That's what you want. Well, God bless you and have a great day. We'll see you in the upcoming services.